So Chacham didn't say it's mutar, it's assumed.
Really?
Wow. Which means if I have cake and I really don't have to give it. I'm nice, I like to give out. If I know the two people that are not going to make, I will give it. But if you are coming to your office and you are giving, then you have to give to everyone. You can't say, okay.
All right. The reason I would have thought otherwise first, but the Shana is to Rabbanan.
So what?
It's already to Rabbanan. All this. Zone is Doraita. However, you don't know what shiur he's going to have, so you don't even know if he's going to fall into a Doraita.
Shulchan Aruch didn't say any of this.
I know it.
It's a Gemara. I understand. You see, the problem is that today's rabbis, the great rabbis, melamed zichut and many things we do, but it doesn't make it lekatchila.
Yeah. Usually the question is, we invite somebody over on Shabbat, we're worried that they're going to drive over.
Correct.
Now, that's like such a case, I mean, it's like so minor compared to the other.
At least 100% right. If we have time, we'll go to it. It begins with the Gemara in Masechet Chulin, Shulchan Aruch Kapizit. The real question is, before our nonsense life, if a poor man comes, you know for sure he will make a bracha, but you are really giving him food. But this is the question. Forget the shtiyot. So don't invite the guest to let the guest eat whatever he wants. This is mitzvah min Torah to give him food. So there you have million since 600 years ago. But this is, the same.
It's amazing how, like I said, how far Elifnei Yiveh goes.
This is the type of a question that should not be discussed in public.
Well, in the end, he gave a cool out, so I
understand, but it's the way you look at it. Look a second in the beginning of Perashat Ki Tisa. Page 484. This is this week's parasha. The parasha begins as follows: Ki Tisa et rosh bnei Yisrael ifkulehem. If and when we have to count the Jewish people, let's say Shaul, before he went to fight his first war.
Oh yeah, Vayifkadein bebazek.
Correct. It says in Pasuk, Vayifkadem batlaim. Each one had to give a sheep or whatever. Okay, ונתנו איש כופר נפשו לאדוני בפקוד אותם, ולא יהיה בהם נגד בפקוד אותם. So the first pasuk is telling us you don't count by numbers. People, each one gave a pebble, each one gave a fine. This is not our topic today. Then the parasha continues. Ze yitnu. This is a new mitzvah. Yes, the first, you don't have to count by coin. You can count by the Shaul did. The second pasuk Yud Gimel. Ze yitnu kol ha'over al hapkudim machatzit hashekel. This is this week's parasha. The shekel hakodesh. 20 geira shekel. This is the weight of the shekel. Machatzit hashekel teruma l'Adonai. The pasuk continues. What is the purpose of this machatzit hashekel? Kol ha'over al hapekudim ben 20 shana v'ma'ala. So this is, what is kol ha'over al hapekudim? So according to Rashi, those who were counted in the beginning of Sefer Bamidbar, which we will go back, כל העובר על הפקודים מבין 20 שנה ומעלה ייתן תרומת אדוני, העשיר לא ירבה והדל לא ימית. Everyone has to give the same coin. לתת את תרומת אדוני לכפר על נפשותיכם. Which kapara is that? So the following pasuk is telling us, ולקחת את כסף הכיפורים מאת בני ישראל ונתת אותו על עבודת אוהל מועד, והיה לבני ישראל לזיכרון לפני אדוני לכפר על נפשותיהם. So this is the mitzvah of מחצית השקל. that every Jewish person was supposed to give every year, yes? And the money is going, yes? So let's see the Rashi here. To understand what Rashi is saying, before we look at the Rashi, please look a second. Please look a second in Perashat Pekudei. Perashat Pekudei. Look a second at page 530, page Perek Lamed Chet. The Torah is giving a count how much gold was collected. Okay? Look at Pasuk 25. The Kesef Pekudei Ha'edah, the subtotal of the money of the Machatzita shekel that was given, in the you see which Machatzita shekel is there. מעט כיכר ו1,750 שקל בשקל הקודש. בקר לגולגולת. This is Machatzita shekel, yes. But not the Machatzita shekel that was collected for the korbanot. This Machatzita shekel was לכל העובר על הפקודים מבין 20 שנה ומעלה, ל600,000 ו3,550. 600,000, 3,550, gave Machatzita shekel for what? פסוק כ"ז, ויהי מעט כיכר הכסף, the subtotal silver collected by 600, לצקת את אדני הקודש ואת אדני הפרוכת. People are unaware, it's a פסוק מפורש, that one collection was simply for the base of the Adanim. The beams of the Mishkan were very heavy. The bottom of the beam, they were split in two, and you inserted them into a base from silver. This is one collection. Go back to our parasha now, Ki Tisa.
This is also Chaper, another Perashat Ki Tisa.
Correct, correct. So look at now Rashi is itemizing what we read before. Please look at Rashi in page 484, Pasuk Yudaleh. Rashi says, לכפר עבודתכם שלא תנגפו על ידי המניין. Okay, this is the beginning. Whenever you count, you have to count by giving a coin, a pebble, a sheep. דבר אחר לכפר על נפשותיכם, לפי שרמז להם כאן ג' תרומות, שנכתב כאן תרומה, תרומת השם ג' פעמים. Yes? Look a second at the pasuk, yes? Pasuk Yud Gimel says תרומת השם, pasuk Yud Dalet says תרומת השם, 3 times. Says Rashi, please listen carefully to Rashi. שמנעם כשהתחילו בנתבת המשכן, שנתנו כל אחד ואחד מחצית השקל ועלה למאה כיכר. They were counted then, so they have to give מחצית השקל and to count how many people are there. This is the money that we look in Perashat Pekudei. It was used the base for the Adanim. שנאמר, בכסף פקודי העדה מעט כיכר, ומהם נעשו האדנים, שנאמר, as we saw before, here. והשנית, the second collection, אף שהיא על ידי מניין שמנעה משהוקם המשכן, הוא המניין האמור בתחילת חומש הפקודים, in the beginning of במדבר, ואחד לחודש השני בשנה השנית, please listen good now. In the beginning of ספר במדבר, ונתנו כל אחד מחצית השקל, והם לקנות מהם קורבנות ציבור של כל שנה ושנה. So this is a mitzvah forever. every year, every Jew has to give not more, not less than מחצית השקל, to be a partner in the קורבן. והושבו בהם, עניים ועשירים, makes a difference if you are 12 years. ועל אותה תרומה נאמר לכפר על נפשות החדיר. We just read in פסוק ט"ז. מה זה לכפר? The money that you collect to count is not a kapara. The money that is collected to buy the korbanot is a kapara.
But it says now lechaper twice.
Right, because the second teruma, as we saw in Psukim,
so that first one is
שהקורבנות לכפרה הם באים. והשלישית, the third one, היא תרומת המשכן, כמו שנאמר כל מרים תרומת כסף ונחושת, ולא הייתה יד כולם שווה בה, אלא איש איש מה שנדבו ליבו. This is
But if I read the Pesukim, it reads to me that giving the machatzit shekel is a kapara and buying the korbanot. It says it twice. The first time it says and then it says and then you're going to buy the korbanot. And then it says again you're going to have a kapara.
Eli is asking how come it says twice. The
first one's on giving the machatzit, and then the second one it says to buy the korbanot.
Right. So we'll come back to it. Now, who is obligated to give it? Who is exempt from it? How old do you have to give? And a woman obligated or not? So take out Eli. I have your 3 Rambam Zmanim. We have 4 people here. Take one more. You take this.
Doesn't say in the Chumash who's obligated.
No, it says Kol Haover Alav Ptulim. Zmanim, take 2.
If the woman doesn't own anything, how can they give?
Take earrings that the husband gave her as a gift.
But it's not hers. You cannot give it.
Again, if you give your wife, it's hers, you can sell it in the market today. Money that she earns, Joseph, doesn't belong to her. But whatever the husband gave her, that will be hers. No, Joseph is saying, Masha Kanta Isha Kana Ba'ala, this is what she. Look at Rambam Sefer Zmanim. You have in front of you 3 volumes. Nadav Zmanim. Go all the way in the back. Hey, Joseph, if you want, you have it in front of you. Look at Rambam Melchot Shkalim. Yeah, it's Sefer Zmanim. If you have the brown Rambam, it's page 295. Eli, if you have it, it's after Ilchot Lulav.
I have Shikalim.
Oh, good, you have Sefer. Perek Aleph, let's do it. See, look at the Rambam opens the topic. Perek Aleph Halacha Aleph. מצוות עשה מן התורה, ניתן כל איש מישראל מחצית השקל בכל שנה ושנה. אפילו אני המתפרנס מן הצדקה חייב. This is not a simple halacha, but this is to understand why. If the מחצית השקל makes you a partner in the korban that brings you a kapara every day, look how far he goes. The same language he has only in הלכות 4 כוסות.
Right.
ושואל מאחרים, you have to borrow, או מוכר כסות, you have to sell your suit. ונותן מחצית השקל. כסף שנאמר העשיר לא ירבה והדר לא ימות. Says the Rambam, when you give it, ואינו נותנו בפעמים רבות היום מעט ומחר מעט. Not $1 today, $1 tomorrow, אלא נותנו כולו כאחד בפעם אחת. The next halacha is fascinating, but it's not our topic. Every time the Torah talks about kesef, let's say Pidyon Ben, how do you know today what is the 5 coins? How much silver is it? This is the next Rambam. But this is not our topic. Now we're dealing now. Okay? Look a second now. Go back now to Halacha Zayin. You're on Perek Aleph. Look at Halacha Zayin. הכל, סיזיין, הכל חייבים ליתן מחצית השקל. כהנים, even כהנים, לוויים, וישראלים, וגרים, ועבדים משוחררים. Even if the fellow was a slave, but the minute he became,
He's Jewish.
not only Jewish, he's a male Jewish. While he's a slave, he is a male Jewish, but as halachot of a woman. So he's patur, yes? אבל כותים שנתנו מחצית השקל, הם מקבלים מהם. קטן שהתחיל אביו ליתן עליו מחצית השקל, talk later which קטן is he talking. שוב אינו פוסק, father has to continue, אלא נותן עליו בכל שנה ושנה, עד שיגדיל וייתן על עצמו. חטא, השקלים אינם נוהגים אלא בפני הבית, ובזמן שבית המקדש קיים, נותנים את השקלים, בין בארץ ישראל בין בחוץ לארץ. When בית המקדש was on, בית ראשון ובית שני, even if you live in South Africa or in Australia,
You have to send them.
you have to send this particular coin. You used to make a big collection, you send it with one person. ובזמן שהוא חרב, אפילו בארץ ישראל אין נוהגים. So you know, the custom that we have in few weeks, the Shabbat before Rosh Chodesh
Just the
Adar
custom,
Bed,
yeah.
it's just to remember that this is what they used to do. Fine.
So it wasn't only in Eretz Yisrael, it's all
Because
over.
the idea is every Jew in the world is a partner in the Quran. So regardless where you live, you have to become a partner. Now, so ladies are openly patur. Let's go back now.
Well, why are they openly patur?
Good. Let's go. He's
Because it's a
asking
time. Is it
why.
Because it's a time.
So David says maybe it has to do with the mitzvah. It's a timely mitzvah. This is what the Minchat Chinuch says. The Minchat Chinuch says because it is a Zman Garama, because the collection was around Nisan. Remember, every year from Nisan and on, you have to buy the korbanot and the flour for the korbanot from the new collection. Money that was left from last year cannot be used to purchase the korbanot of this year. What did you do if you have money left over? So, either to fix or days that, let's say, rainy days when not too many people are coming to the Mikdash, used to bring korbanot nedavar. Now let's say this is one reason that David says, but it's far from simple. Why? What happened if I did not give before Nisan? I'm obligated to give it at any other given time. You're right that in reality they collected it around Nisan. Some say it's not Zman Grama. Let's go now to the text.
Is there any punishment for not doing it?
Basically, the punishment is the same as every borrower that doesn't pay. If the court knows that you didn't pay, they'll go after your property. I mean, you realize the amount of money is a very small amount, you realize, yes? I'll give you an example. In today's day and age, if a fellow has to do pidyon haben, so you have to give 5 shkalim, yes? This is half of a coin. How much is it today? It's approximately 100 grams of pure silver, which is approximately 3.5 ounces. So the amount is not a big amount, yes?
Depends which rabbi you ask in the shul.
80 now.
It's still not a lot.
I know, I'm kidding.
Well, I'm not asking you how much money.
How many coins?
I'm asking you mitzvah min Torah. You ever been before? You're a Kohen. George
He was gonna want
a
the whole
Kohen?
Yes.
Oh, David is not a Kohen.
I have.
No, I'm saying with the real mitzvah of pidyon haben, you can give the Kohen a silver cup. You can give the Kohen a pair of shoes for pidyon haben.
I thought it had to be a coin.
This is for the pictures and to sell it afterwards. The Kohen has to get the value
Oh,
of
my
100
value.
grams of silver, which is approximately, the custom is everyone. I was in Russia, I saw a Russian guy taking out from his break phone, a silver spoon. He says, 2 years I've been before I didn't do the dinner. Then found out that one of us is Please take it and don't give it back to me. It's very often you feel bad taking it. Say, okay, you have the mitzvah, you redeem the son. So this is for real pidyon habel. What the rabbi does here is only the money goes for tzedakah. This is not.
No, my son.
No, but you understand it. Yes, today it's serious. So if you say machasita shekel, so take it this way. Let's divide how much is, what's the price of silver now in the market?
I don't know.
How much is an ounce of silver now?
He knows.
Who?
Hey Siri, how much is an ounce of syrup?
An ounce of
Siri.
silver.
$25. Yeah?
Probably about $25.
Okay, it says about, Mel says it's about $25 now.
Silver per ounce, $23 US dollars. Spot
Okay,
price.
good. I was off by $2. Okay, it's $20.
All right, $2 here, $2 there, Mel.
If you multiply it by 3, it means that, David, that if
$110.
the value of the gift you gave the Kohen is over $80, here you get pidyon habel, but the Kohen has to be willing to accept it, to realize. The custom is to give it to the coins because the Torah talks about coins. So I'm saying the amount that is required for machatzita shekel is very cheap. Now let's look at the pasuk
So
and find out why a woman is patur. What?
it's $22 an ounce.
It says 23.
$23 an ounce.
I could be wrong. I just looked it up quickly.
Good. Look at the pasuk. Look at the pasuk now. Please pay attention now. Larry, pay attention. Who is giving the machatzita shekel? Look at pasuk Yudalet. כל העובר על הפקודים מבין 20 שנה ומעלה. מה זה כל העובר על הפקודים? Anyone that is counted, who is counted every time in the מקדש? Only men, not women, yes? זה ייתנו כל העובר על הפקודים מבין 20 שנה.
That mean kol haover al pkudim.
אוקיי, צריכים לדעת פשט בפסוק.
Yeah, I don't understand what it means. I know I've said it, but I have no clue what it means.
מה פירוש המילה? Because each one has to be passing the one that counts. You say, your
Oh,
name
it's
is
like, is it the same idea like ha'asiri yavor takat hashavet? That
very similar, but here is the way you do it. Moshe Rabbeinu goes to the tent. How many people in the family? עוברים, הם עוברים על הפקודים, yes? They are עוברים על הפקודים. Here, look a second. So the reason why a woman is patur normally is because כל העובר על הפקודים, yes? Here is the big problem. When the Rambam told us that ktanim are exempt, if you go, okay, here, look a second. Here. If you can look at page 726 in the beginning of Sefer Bamidbar, שאו את ראש כל הדת בני ישראל ומשפחותם, במספר שמות כל זכר לדין ולאותם, כל זכר. This is one reason. So now, if you take this pasuk that only those who are counted, the pasuk says מבין 20. Comes the Bartenura, you hear? Comes the Bartenura and Sefer HaChinuch, and they say, not only women are exempt, every male up to 20 is also patur for machatzita shekel.
Right, says it right here.
No, he's right. If you take the pasuk the way it is, but we just read the Rambam together, and the Rambam didn't say katan. The Rambam says katan is patur. It's not katan. It's according to Bartenura and Chinuch, up to 21. Yes, this is a famous machloket, but here is why the machloket is important. Here it is. Rabbi Akiva Eiger comes and he says as follows. Listen carefully what he says.
Slave.
What?
Can have money to slave?
No, he's talking about the slave that became free.
Then he's not
Becomes-
slave anymore.
Okay, but normally you would say since for 20, 30 years he was a slave and he was exempt.
Same thing about the care, for whatever reason they mentioned it.
So here it is. So Rabbi Akiva Eiger says, תקשיבו טוב, this is serious stuff. Akiva Eiger says, a woman חייב בתפילה, correct? Why is a woman chayav b'tefillah? According to the Rambam, it's min Torah because they have to pray once a day. Or you chayav mid'Rabbanan, and the Gemara says in Brachot because tefillah is rachameh. Praying means asking God to have mercy on us. So even though the mitzvah might look as a zman gerama, comes
You can pray
Rabbi.
any time of the day.
Well,
Okay?
yeah,
You
yeah.
can pray
Min
any time of the day.
Torah, yes. You mean a woman. Yeah.
I mean, anybody can. I mean, there's always a place where you could pray. You can pray Mecharabi, Trabi, theoretically.
You mean to fulfill the mitzvah
Any
min
time of
Torah?
the day, there's a time to pray.
To fulfill the mitzvah min Torah.
Yeah.
Says Rabbi Akiva Eger that a woman is exempt from tefillat musaf. Listen carefully now. Listen. Why? Since a woman is not giving machzit shekel, so she's not connected to the korbanot. The tefillah has two aspects. The Gemara says in Berachot, the tefillot are because of bakashat rachamim. This is what Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov established, and the tefillot are connected to the korbanot. But korban musaf is like tefillat musaf. No. Musaf is not a davar. Musaf of Shabbat, Musaf of Yom Tov, Musaf of Chol, yes. וביום השבת, שני כבשים בני שנה תמימים.
Substitute for the korban.
Oh, so it's not quite.
The substitute for the korban. Says Rabbi Akiva Eger, since a woman is exempt from machzit shekel, she is not connected to the korban. So she is patur from tefillat musaf. So says the tzlach. I mean, the two major achronim. If you read the Pesukim carefully, you understand the Rambam. What he says is very logical. You Joseph, why? The Machzit HaShekel makes us partners in the Korban. Right? Korban Musaf. See, the Pasuk says, Lechaper al nafshotech. Musaf is not Lechaper al nafshotech. Musaf is a special Korban to show that today is Shabbat, holiday, Chol HaMoed. He says Isha is patur. But the problem is, if the Bartenura says that young people up to 20 are also patur, would you say that young people are patur from Musaf?
Wow.
Kushia too much. It's not kind of kushia.
Say that again. Can you say that again? Say that again. Go say that.
If you follow the logic of Rabbi Akiva Eger, if you are patur from Machzit HaShekel, you are patur from the tefillah. It was established only, yes, for kapara, not for kapara, from like musaf, yes. If a woman is exempt from musaf, so would be a teenager up to 20, because the Sefer HaChinuch and the Bartenura are saying that up to 20 you are not giving machzit shekel. Kushach is a kamon. Now the truth is, for this we need Gemarot, but the truth is, so this is a famous question. If you look at Chumash Torah T'mima, he brings the question. It's not his, it's written before him. You hear the question.
Yeah.
Why is a woman patur for Musaf? Because Korban Musaf has nothing to do with Rachamim. Tfilat Musaf, we're not asking for Rachamim. Tfilat Musaf is to remember the Korban. Oh, the woman is not connected to the Korban. So, if so, you said that if a fellow up to 20 should be also the Kushiach is a kamor. If you realize,
Wait, did the Rambam didn't say yet? Does the father have to give if he doesn't want it for the son?
good question. The Rambam only says
That if he gave,
if the father chose to give for his son 1 year, he has to continue. Look carefully the language.
Doesn't this isn't this the same discussion we've learned a number of times where it's like it's a chinuch idea?
The Rambam is not saying chinuch.
I know, that's why I'm asking you.
Rambam is saying no. Katan she'itchil aviv v'iten alav. You see, if you learn like the Bartenura, this katan is not katan up to 13.
Saying it's up to 20.
Maybe it's up to 20. Then you can understand the Rambam much better. You are really not chayav, maybe. But if your father gave to you, and we understand that you are really a mature adult, you're not a minor.
What happens if a kid begins to fast for Yom Kippur and he's 11 years old?
We have to stop him. We have to stop him because this is definitely not mitzvah chinuch. This machzit shekel.
Problem is that Rambam writes his book for people to learn, and if he's not
Correct.
specifically saying,
You will-
then everyone's
you
gonna
will-
be,
you
no
will
one's gonna
say-
understand that even he's under 20.
Hila is saying to say that the Rambam meant only from 13 and on. It's nice to say
Yeah,
around the
20
table
on.
by the Rambam, till 20. It doesn't fit into the Rambam.
Yeah.
So listen carefully. One of the Gedolei Achronim has an interesting question. If you pay attention, I mean, it's not you, it's everyone. When we read always in the holidays, look a second, for instance, go a second to Perashat Ki Tisa. Okay? Pinchas, you have all the korbanot of the holidays. Let's pay attention to one korban that is being repeated by every holiday.
By the way, I want to say, this is a hint that 20, it says, that you don't need kapara
This is, of
until 20,
course,
just like we learned.
Bedin
here.
Shemala, Bedin
Right,
Shemala.
we learned the same
Eli
in
is
our
saying
Avim.
that the age of 20 here is a remed, it's mufurash
Right.
bemet in here.
We have the
Up
same
to
thing
20, Bedin Shemala are not punished.
We have the same thing with the Miraglim, right?
Yeah,
That they
yeah,
said from
yeah.
20 to 60.
This is, yeah, exactly. Yes. Look a second on page 890, Larry Bayut's Perek Chafet in Bamidbar, Pasuk Yudala. ובראשי חודשכם תקריבו עולה להשם, פרי בני בקר שניים, fine. Look a second, on 892, look a second in Pasuk Tetvav. Remember, this is Rosh Chodesh, Joseph, ושעיר עזים אחד לחטאת. What is a חטאת? One, yeah? Look a second on Pesach, yes? Look at the Korban Pesach, yes? Pasuk 22. ושעיר חטאת אחד לכפר עליכם, yes? Look on Shavuot, שעיר עזים אחד לכפר עליכם. Every holiday is one goat. It comes to kapara. Kapara and what? Kapara and what? Says the Gemara in Shavuot. If the Kohanim or the Jewish people went into Beit HaMikdash accidentally unpure, then it got Tumat Mikdash lekodashah. Yes. Says the Sefer Or Gadol, if the calculation is correct, if a woman is exempt from a korban, how does she have a kapara? You're saying that she is exempt from this korban. So this is 150 years ago, he says, the korban, even though everyone is like a partner in the korban, but the korbanot are offered by the Kohanim on behalf of the Jewish community, not man or woman. Here, Rabbi Akiva Eger understood that Joseph is giving, I'm giving, you're giving, I'm a partner in the korban. So he says, the woman is not. So therefore, there's no musaf. He says the opposite. He says, the korban is being offered on behalf of the Jewish community, men and women. Right? I have an obligation to give money to help to buy the korban. It's not that I'm becoming a partner.
No,
So you have a major, tomorrow I'm going to show you Tosafot in Psachim. Clearly are saying you are a partner, but look at the Rishonim. We'll continue
It
tomorrow.
doesn't help. How do we understand the Rambam with Katan if it's a sick Katan is 13 years old and the Torah says
Rabbi, welcome home. Welcome home,
Yes,
Rabbi.
thank
Nice to see
you
you.
very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. It was an
So nice
amazing.
to see you.
Larry was there also.
I know, Larry, welcome home also.
We had an amazing